Hello. I just finished my journaling session and I wrote 3 pages. I just let the words flow through me. Like I get like that where I'm just like where like the words are flowing and I'm like I'm a fast writer. I've been a fast writer ever since I was a kid. It's actually something that you know what? It is who I am, right? Like I've literally been like that ever since I was a kid. So, but there was this message that came, or it was just like a realization, right, that I had. And I'm just like, because I feel like I've been like stressing a little bit, and that is why I journal. That's why I do my affirmations. That's why I do this morning routine, right? Because it's like, I just need to remember to come back to myself. It is so easy. It is so easy to like just get caught up in life, right? Like to get caught up in like all of the stresses of like jobs, school, whatever, right? Like everything. It's so easy to let it just consume me. Like I've been there, right? And so I feel like that's why I've been doing my morning routine. Um, I've been trying to be more consistent with it because of that, because I do notice such a big difference in the way that I live. Like me a few days ago, mind you, like I do this morning routine. It's been, but it's kind of sporadic here and there. But me a few days ago, sad, or maybe like not like sad, but like I was definitely like really like stressed, really anxious, and not as much as like I have been in the past, but definitely, I sensed a little something in me, right? And now I'm all good. Now I'm all good. Why? Because I'm grounding myself back in, right? Like I'm like, okay, it's fine, right? Like, and not just like dismissing it. Like I love going into like my feelings and kind of being like, okay, why am I feeling this way? What's causing me to feel this way, kind of thing. I feel like that's something new that I have introduced this year into like my journaling, and it's helped me so much. But it's just sometimes it's so easy to just like be locked in just like you, right? Like I have the tendency where it's like I can only see me right now and kind of see like the negative and like worry about the future and stuff like that. But it's like I can like zoom out and see that it's like ultimately like it doesn't matter. Like everything that I'm worrying about doesn't matter. One, because it's not here. It's not right here in this present moment. Where am I in this present moment? Literally, I'm in my room sitting down recording this, right? That's actually what's going on right now. And two, like everything's going to come like happen the way it's supposed to. So it's like, why do I need to stress about anything? You know what I mean? Like I know that may seem like absolutely insane, and it's like, and I know it comes from like I know it like is definitely privileged, but like I honestly don't think so. I think anyone can change their perspective. Like me 3 years ago, I think 3 years ago at this point, me 3 years ago, absolutely lowest of the lows. Like when I tell you it was low, it was low, okay? And then I basically something just shifted in me. I was having a really harsh time. I was living in Portland with my now ex-boyfriend, and I was just having a really hard time. I don't know. I don't know if it was just because it was new. My anxiety was really bad. I had really bad anxiety basically the entire time that I was with my ex-boyfriend, which goes to show he was not meant for me. There's a reason, y'all. There is a reason. And so just had really bad anxiety. I was worried that he was cheating on me the whole time. Lo and behold, he was. Lo and behold, I did not listen to my gut, and that is why I had that anxiety, right? Because it was like something in me knew. And mind you, it wasn't even like this from the very beginning. The For like a few months in our relationship, I honestly was like, I felt so secure in it. And then something switched, and all of a sudden, like, because we got together right before COVID, and then so at some point during COVID, I just like started getting this like anxiety, like horrible. Like I started, but mind you, I was like, I just attributed it to like me just having anxiety. I was like, oh, I'm just like, I was just like insecure or whatever, right? And so, whatever. Fast forward, I'm living in Portland. That's not even necessarily the reason why I was having such a low point. For me, it was like I was working a lot, and then it became to a point where it's like that's all I was doing. I was only working, and I couldn't live that way. It was like I would get up in the morning, get ready for work, come back home, cook, go to sleep so then I can go to work, right? And like I hated it. I respect people who are able to do that. I am not one of those people. I know that about myself. I would never be able to live in that way. And yeah, I mean, I know some people like don't have an option because they need to make money and stuff. And I'm not saying I don't need to make money. I do need to make money, but I just can't. I just can't do that type of work or like that type of living. And so it got to the point where I basically like had to ask like universe. I was like, if you want me here, keep me here. I was basically like, I vividly remember like this one time we were working, and I was like, and something just like shifted. It was like, I don't even know how to describe it. It truly came from like my higher self, because I was like, I was just so sure that everything was going to be okay. And I literally said these words. I was like, because I was talking to my ex-boyfriend, and I was like, no, I know everything's gonna be okay, and I know things are gonna change because the universe wants me to stay. And lo and behold, things changed major, okay? Very major. Universe got rid of things that were not meant for me. I found out a few months after that, I found out that my ex-boyfriend, well, my boyfriend at the time, had been cheating on me. I found that out. And then we were able to move out of Portland and move back to California. And I developed a better relationship with my family, with my parents. And I was able to just literally just spend time to myself. I feel like I was very isolated at that time. Like when I moved back, my boyfriend and we broke up, and then we got back together, but then we broke up again because I kind of just realized like that is not where I wanted to be. That is not the person who I wanted to be with. He very much liked who I was before I found out, and he kept trying to kind of get to that point, but I was like, that's not me. That's the one who you want is not me. And so yeah, I am at 20% right now. My battery's gonna die soon, but yeah, and long story short, I ramble a lot, but all of that to basically say is that I know that everything's going to work out exactly the way it's supposed to, right? Like even if things take like a big turn or something, it's like I know that things are meant to be that way, and I just trust. And here I am, like surrendering to the flow of life, and I trust myself to be able to listen to my heart in this flow, right? And when I notice resistance, to be able to be aware that it's resistance and kind of get back into it. The way that I envision it is like it's a moving body of water, right? Like there I am, like literally, like if it's a lazy river, like I'm there, and like sometimes I may be trying to swim up current. I hope that's the right term. I'm trying to swim against the current, and in those times that I notice that, I will just surrender back into and just let it be, right? Because I truly don't know the way that my life is going to go, but I think that is beautiful, and I don't have to know the way that it's going to go, because I feel like I would only be limiting myself and universe if I try to plan any of that out, right? Like, because I don't know all the possibilities that are out there for me. So it's like, why would I limit and be like, oh, I'm going to do this, this, and this? No, because I know that there's so many possibilities, so many opportunities that I can't even think of, right? Because they are not something that I've ever even thought of. Exactly the same thing. But you know what I mean? Like, so it's like, why would I limit myself by making a plan that just puts me in a box? No, 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 no. I do not want to be put in a box. Why would I put myself in a box? So yeah, that is basically what came to me out of my journaling session. I really do enjoy journaling. I definitely recommend it, even if you just start like with affirmations. Just like, that's literally what was getting me to do it consistently every day, and now I've been doing it pretty much consistently. I like fell off a little bit, just a little bit, maybe for like 2 weeks or so, like where I wasn't being as consistent, where I wasn't doing it every day. But that is the one thing that brought me to consistency back to journaling. And I don't put any pressure on myself where I need to do a certain amount of pages. No, it is literally, if I only want to do affirmations, I only do affirmations, and that's it. And then if there are days where I want to talk about more, I can talk about more. So yeah. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little sit down chat that I feel like I kind of rambled, gave you a little taste of me. My battery is going to die soon, so that's why I didn't continue. But we can always talk later. Okay? Thank you. I'll see you soon. Bye.